Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And I hope that you're all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. Obviously, we are going to be addressing the Hedera ecosystem today. Guys, it is going absolutely crazy. There are so many great projects on the Hedera ecosystem. Without really kind of mentioning just a few off the top of my head, I will say this. If you are holding Hbar, you probably should be, looking into the ecosystem players that are revolutionizing specific industries and even providing significant amounts of value. Now, the projects that I will be mentioning in this video are not all of the ecosystem players. No, there's a ton of them. But the ones that I'm mentioning in this video specifically have been here for a very long time or are providing a very, very significant application on Hedera, and ultimately, in my opinion, will be very successful long term. Now, as we do go over to the Web3 ecosystem applications, this is where you could find a lot of those investable projects that have a token that you could essentially invest in. And you can see where they have the token here. Like, for example, DaVinci Graph has a DaVinci token that you can invest into, or like HSoup, for an example, or even Headstarter, HeliSwap, HBAR X, which is like through Stater Labs. This is pretty much like it's a token that you get for staking. And then also Sauce. You also have Pangolin, which is like PBAR, Mantra DAO, OM, right? So there's some great projects here within the Hedera ecosystem. Now, the few that I'm going to be talking about today is the ones that I have the most knowledge about. Outside of like Dovu, I should have probably included Dovu in the list because they are a very large name. But I might be doing more videos on this, especially as we do start to see the ecosystem really waking up in a large way. I mean, in the past, it has been on fire. So let's tap into some of the projects that are actually listed over here on CoinMarketCap, because there is a Hedera Hashgraph ecosystem tokens market on the CoinMarketCap website. And some of these are not like specific to Hedera. In fact, it doesn't even include every single one because some of the projects are not actually listed on CoinMarketCap. You can't afford to not be a part of this Discord. You need to join the free Discord down in the description below, as well as in the comments below right now, to get ahead of the rest of the market with 24/7, 365 access to information around crypto, including insights, trades, altcoin gems, you name it. You need to be a part of this Discord. So what are you waiting for? Click the link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below, to join today. But I did want to start off with Karate Combat, actually, just to start the video, because this is a project that has been building in terms of the ecosystem. I mean, the ecosystem around Karate Combat is massive. And now we're really kind of starting to see some very large players from like UFC coming over and really looking into what Karate Combat is doing and what they're building. And I think that this is one of the most solid applications in this space as well, considering the fact that it is bringing in mass adoption. I mean, if you watch MMA, if you watch combat sports, then you pretty much know about some of the big players around the space that are now talking about Karate Combat, which are now bringing in their audience into what Karate Combat is, and they're checking it out and they're like, what is this? And now all of a sudden they're tapped in on the application, and now they're getting Karate Combat tokens or karate tokens that are also linked back to Hedera. I mean, this is what mass adoption use cases kind of look like, where you're channeling into a specific niched audience that likes Karate Combat or MMA or UFC. And now they can tap into the app, which, by the way, this is like what the web app looks like. Pretty solid stuff. I mean, like, this is not like the full on like application on what it looks like on the phone. Like, for example, I have like the Connect wallet over here. I can connect my wallet. You can go to like the rankings. You could also go to like the full on league, stuff like that. Like, there's some great stuff here. But for the most part, like, this is not what it fully looks like. I wish that I could show you guys what the mobile app looks like, but it's pretty solid. Like, if you click the app on here in terms of their Karate Combat, you can see some of the images down here on what it looks like. It's a very solid UI, very easy to use. Like, here you guys have like a full-on video on how it all works, how it looks. It's very, very, very clean. And here are some of their previous events. They've been holding a ton of great events back in 2023, 2022 as well. And so far, they've been absolutely killing it. Guys, the audience around Karate Combat is crazy. I mean, look at just some of these images from their recent event. Look at the audience here. And these were just like the people that were there, right? Like, we're not even talking about how many viewed it from the live stream. I mean, it's crazy, to say the least, on how much this project has been growing in terms of the overall recognition. I mean, over 309,000 followers just goes to show you how much, how much engagement, how much community growth has been around Karate Combat. Like, for an example, 13 million views, guys, on their recent live full event. Again, pulling in numbers. Now, next up, we have Caxy. Caxy app has been building since 2021, I believe, or probably even 2020. I believe it might have been 2021, though. I found them back in 2021, and I was waiting forever for them to launch. They finally launched, and this is something that is very exciting. You can pretty much go on to Caxy just by this QR code. You could scan it, download Caxy, and tap in to decentralized Web3 social media, essentially. And it does have a full-on decentralized wallet as well. Like, for an example, here you guys have the wallet. You could send crypto from your Caxy wallet. You could send it in DMs to anybody that you are following, anyone that is following you. You could also just look at what it looks like in terms of like the NFT collectibles as well. Like, this is the NFTs. You could send NFTs. You could receive NFTs as well, trade them. Also, networks. There's a ton of networks already supported by Caxy as well. You could see, the messaging, very similar to any other social media application. But also, like, when we really look at some of these apps, some of these use cases, they are powering the Web3 revolution. Like, this is direct mass adoption to Web3. Because if I was somebody that was downloading an application and it had crypto tied into it, and I didn't even know, like, some of this is very crypto hands-on, like NFTs and stuff. You have to know what NFTs are. But if I was downloading Caxy and I didn't know about the, crypto aspect of it, I wouldn't even know. I would not know, but I would be tied in. I would already be tapped into the crypto space. So this is very exciting stuff. And again, they're revolutionizing the way that you are sending and receiving money, sending and receiving NFTs. It's a social wallet within a decentralized social media platform. I'm very excited about Caxy, and I've definitely been watching them closely, and they continue to build, continue to make noise, and it is all built out on Hedera. It's tapped in on Hedera and other networks as well. I mean, this is very exciting stuff. Definitely pay attention to what's happening around Caxy, what Caxy is becoming. And outside of this, we also have SaucerSwap. This is where the future of DeFi really is. I mean, people thought that Uniswap and DeFi on Ethereum was huge, but this truly is the future of DeFi. I mean, the efficiencies of just transacting on Hedera versus Ethereum, it's night and day. And the best part about this is the UI, how simple and clean the UI is on SaucerSwap, guys. It is something next level. And also, they're providing us with like these liquidity pools where you can pretty much tap in to specific projects. Like, if I were to hold Caxy or any of these other projects, I could just go in here and earn a specific amount by providing tokens. Now, is there a risk to this? 100%. There's always going to be a risk when you're talking about something like this. But this is very significant to earn passive income, to, put your crypto to work, and all on Hedera. I mean, this stuff is very efficient versus anything else. There's nothing like DeFi on Hedera because, again, it's just next level efficiency, which is why SaucerSwap has been absolutely killing it in terms of TVL. Now, right now, TVL is cooling down within the space because the market has been very boring. People are just not here right now. The overall amount of substance behind this space has been kind of dying down a little bit. And I think that that's just because the overall market is cooling off. But I do think that once the retail sector and the retail crowd is really here, TVL on Hedera is going to boom like nothing before. I mean, we thought that these big numbers here around like almost $200 million in TVL was a lot. That's nothing. We're barely scratching the surface. I'm very excited for DeFi on Hedera, especially with their major moves happening around, like, for example, DeFi 2.0 and DeFi Spring. I think that that's going to provide a lot more volume and value to the DeFi space on Hedera. Now, outside of this, Hashpack, guys, the go-to wallet for Hedera since pretty much like day one. They just launched the Pack token. And we have introducing Pack token. Pack token is the official utility token for Hashpack, now available on SushiSwap, MEXC, and even BitGet. And here are some of the utility aspects behind it. Rewards, introducing Pack back. Our in-wallet reward system. Every time you swap, you'll receive a portion of Pack back as a reward. Governance and voting. We also have store purchases and even collaborations. I'm very excited about this because, again, like, these are the prominent names in the space that I am fully focused on. The ones that are behind Hedera that are providing substance and value, like, for example, SushiSwap and even Pack, they're very large names. They're very large names that have been around and, in my opinion, are providing endless amounts of value for the entire ecosystem. So I do support these projects. Now, just like Caxy and Karate, though, they are bringing in massive amounts of users to Hedera that could very well spark the next, million, 10 million, 100 million users that are tapped in on Hedera. So I do support those projects as well. Now, last but not least, what you guys have been waiting for, Bank Social. Bank Social is an absolute giant. Recently, Genfinity.io put out a full report on this. We have real-time payments on Hedera. Bank Social IO is transforming credit unions with their new cloud-native real-time payment solution powered by Hedera. Say goodbye to costly, outdated systems and hello to secure instant transactions. But not only that, right? Like, when we look at the products that they have on their website, they have credit unions, individuals, business. They're offering a ton of use cases, and they are building out and really focused on the next evolution of finance. And it's all based on blockchain technology. They already see it. They know what's happening right now around finance, and they are at the forefront of it with, of course, Hedera behind them. And even over here, we have credit unions get a boost with Bank Social new cloud-based RTP payment solution. Great news for credit unions. Bank Social has launched a new RTP payment solution that's perfect for institutions of all sizes. This innovative solution leverages Google Cloud, IBM MQ through our partner TXMQ and Hedera Hashgraph to provide secure real-time payments for your members. Like, these things are a game changer, guys. These are the names that I love to see. And as we really look at all of these, like, this is just for ecosystem players. All right. There is so many other ones on here. There's so many that I can make a video on, but at the end of the day, like, this is just four, and it just shows you what's being built behind Hedera. Like, we love to talk about Hedera and HBAR all day long and all the partnerships and all of this stuff happening. But what about the ecosystem players that are actually providing value for the ecosystem, providing value to anyone that's using these platforms like Karate Combat app or Caxy app or even SushiSwap or, Hashpack? Like, these are the names that everyone should be focused on as well, outside of just Hedera. If you hold HBAR, you need to focus on the ecosystem because this is truly, this is like the fuel. This is going to provide users, provide transactions. These applications are building out Web3 through Hedera, and I'm very excited about the future. I'm very excited about a lot of these projects. Let me know what your favorite use case or application is down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.